Hi, this is Todd Fuller. I first met Michael Jordan in July of 1983. I was not quite 10 years old and was attending a basketball camp at Winthrop. I believe it was the Brian Adrian basketball camp, and Michael Jordan was one of the guests at that camp one of those days. He actually sent an autograph for me, and I've kept it to this day. I'm going to show it to you. That's his autograph there in light blue, Michael Jordan. Now the print below it is mine 38 years ago when this happened. I actually wrote the date on the back. You can see July 13th, 1983. I wrote that at the time then. I misspelled his name. I put an O for the second O and it should have been A for Jordan. But that's just so cool to see that, just going back almost 38 years ago to when I first met him, and he was already a great basketball player at that time, University of North Carolina, and then obviously went on to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One of my other memories too is playing in the NBA. I played myself several years in the NBA. I was with the Golden State Warriors, and we didn't have a great team that particular year, but we were playing the Bulls and Michael's team towards the end of the season. And we really thought we were going to have a marquee win, a chance to build momentum. We had the Bulls up like 6 or 7 points with just a couple minutes to go in the game. The crowd was excited, but Michael had the last say. It's kind of funny in that that game, he didn't make a lot of field goals, but he always finds ways to beat you. And that's what he did. He got himself at the free throw line, I think no less than 15 to 20 times, and beat us from the foul line, and they ended up winning that game by a couple of points. But that just, again, was another example of among thousands of where he knew how to win games that made himself one of the greatest players of all time. Another thing too, I'm here in Charlotte. I grew up in Charlotte, and the Hornets were birthed in the late 80s, and at that time, probably few people would have imagined somebody like Michael would one day ultimately own the Charlotte Hornets, and he obviously does today, being the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. And it's just thrilling just to continue to see him being in that leadership role, obviously not from a basketball operation standpoint, but also the many things he helps lead in the community here in Charlotte to reach out and help many of the citizens, many of them who are disadvantaged through multiple programs. So Michael, just obviously not on the basketball court, but off the basketball court, has just meant so much to this city and to so many people. He's obviously been one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he's leaving a legacy off the court as well.